It's that time again. Summer is winding down, the leaves are changing, and students are going back to school. Students like me. Are you prepared? Let's face it, no one really is. But when I was starting middle school back in the late 2000s, I was prepared as best as I can be. Thanks to whom? My parents? The beautiful education system? No. What prepared me was...
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. Your results may vary.
Do you remember this show? 'Cause I do. It was one of the best and frankly underrated shows on Nickelodeon, and besides being hilarious and modern in its humor.
They're coming for us! They're coming, I tell you!
Red balls everywhere!
Guys, what's wrong?
It's raining outside!
Rain means inside gym period.
And inside gym period means...
It actually educated kids like me on how to survive middle school.
Use the lob and drill attack. Player 1 lobs the shot high into the air, while the opponent gets under the lob to catch it. Player 2 eliminates it.
Also, this show is hard as hell to find online or on physical disc. I don't know why Nickelodeon is trying to bury this show because it's one of the best. So today, I wanted to revisit this show and better understand the legacy it has.
It's just a plain, dumb, ugly sore. A poorly designed, overpriced hunk of plastic and... Run, quick, run for your life!
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide is a Nickelodeon kids comedy created by the Fairly Odd Parents writer Scott Fellows that ran from September 2004 to June 2007. In stark contrast with other live-action Nickelodeon offerings at the time, it reveled in quick-paced, postmodern absurdist humor, featuring no laugh track and restricting every plot to the halls of James K. Polk Middle School. This show is the closest thing we have ever gotten to a live-action cartoon. I mean, look at this.
He won't fit!
No fit. Watch.
Yeah, that's it. Going down. Going down. Ooh, nice shot.
Ned Bigby is the clever but book-dumb protagonist who is dedicated to completing an all-encompassing guide to help you survive school, covering every issue from tests and dodgeball to puberty and relationships. Reflecting its creator's animation roots, the sitcom is one of the rare live-action productions to utilize a two shorts format. Just like in SpongeBob, there are two stories. Every 11-minute story serves as a survival guide, wherein Ned and his two best friends Cookie and Mose each have their own storyline that requires his advice on the subject.
Now the sting is in my heart!
What a great tip! Never smash grapefruit with a bat without eye protection. Write it down. Go on.
Originally, the primary emphasis was delivering the tips and focusing on school matters such as homework, lockers, and school clubs. Later on, as the characters progressed through 7th and 8th grade, the stories expanded to focus on the complex relationships between the maturing characters, and the tips followed suit, by now exploring on how to deal with the various social situations one will find themselves in adolescence.
Can you imagine?
Stop it! You're embarrassing me!
The show had some of the best quirky characters in Nickelodeon television, like Gordy, Weasel, Coconut Head, Backpack Kid, Claire Sawyer, Future Lawyer, and more.
Why'd you change the password in the first place? Don't like Halle Berry, eh? She's got an Oscar and yowza, what a woman!
The show ran for 54 episodes over 3 seasons, and ended with the hour-long episode Field Trips, Permission Slips, Signs, and Weasels, where Ned and Mose finally kissed. Ah, young love. Now, unless you were a tween growing up at the height of its popularity, you might have given this show a pass. But you don't need a child around or to be one yourself to love this show. It may not have been made for you, but it has been made well, which is argument enough in its favor. And it may not be about you now, but it might well be about who you were and in any case, it will show you something you really won't see anywhere else.
You want a piece of me? Come and get it.
You drive me crazy.
This show is built like a cartoon, all speed and exaggeration, and sudden stops and starts. There is more physical comedy here than perhaps anywhere else on Nickelodeon. Musical cues and sound effects underscore the action and dialogue at every step. There's some sort of noise laid in every few seconds so that ordinary movement becomes a kind of dance, and speech a kind of song. These tricks are not precisely new, but this show is committed to them to a rare degree. The effect is almost operatic.
I hate exams. I love exams.
Hey, what's my favorite color? Green? No, that's cookies. Mine is red.
I hate green. I love green.
Why do you guys hang out? You're total opposites.
He keeps me centered. Except now, because I'm test stressing.
While high school as seen on television has become so dramatic, you know, those high school kids played by college-aged actors, I'm looking at you, Riverdale.
I was attacked by a bear. What? You serious? You were attacked by a friggin' bear? Damn.
While this middle school gives you life on the cusp, here, love is still a matter of liking someone, and a single kiss is the dramatic high point of the series. Also, there are no parents to speak of in this world, because they are of no practical use in it. The show gets a lot of mileage from small things and simple concepts, like the 11 minutes between the 3 o'clock bell and the leaving of the school buses, or the unfortunate noises that escape from a human body. I'm looking at you, Timmy Toot Toot.
Timmy Toot Toot, I hear you're trying to steal my thunder. It was an accident. It will never happen again. That's right, because this is my house. There's only one master blaster. Toot Toot!
Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide is a rare show. It was designed and written to appeal only to preteens, but ultimately succeeds at providing a likable cast of characters and fun stories that can also capture older viewers' attention. Unlike other Nickelodeon shows, this show has one of the most powerful lessons to teach not just kids, but teenagers and adults alike. This show teaches you that not only can you get by in the world, but you can get by finding your place in it while having fun. Everything is possible, anything can happen. The end is nowhere in sight.
What happened to you guys?
One bite happened.
That's the kid who ate my sandwich.
One bite is the perfect eating machine. He used to devour food in the second lunch shift, but this semester, he's in ours.
I think we all agree Ned's Declassified Adulthood Survival Guide would be a necessary sequel to a show that never truly got appreciated by Nickelodeon. As the school season begins, I encourage you to sit down and watch some episodes. Any way you can, wink wink, because this show is hard to find online. So if you go to school, have fun, and enjoy the benefits school has to offer. And if you aren't in school, enjoy the changing of the season and the opportunities that may come to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.